We're here at the Peaks of Otter Campground and Lodge looking at this very old building. I wanted to point out something. This bed, you can see the base is made with ropes, and we have a saying in English, sleep tight. If you didn't already know, it came from the concept that you would sleep better if you tightened the ropes and it was a firmer bed, and so sleep tight comes from that. And here's an example. This old building from the 1800s is called an ordinary because it took care of ordinary needs like bed, stable, bath, some food. And the bath I can't show you with the camera, but it's just basically a big tin tub. This is lovely. They have a trail all the way around the lake here at Peaks of Otter. There's a lodge, a restaurant, campground. We're still in Virginia.
Starting you off today with an incredible view of the Blue Ridge Mountains, filming out of Bedford, Virginia. Just a lovely area, local school, huge soccer field. And I wanted to point out some special place to you. This is called the Bedford Welcome Center, and we got a place to charge up our batteries right here. $10 a night for electrical hookup. I mean, that is unheard of. I found it on freecampsites.net. I'll put the site down there on for you. I'm going to take you up to the Bedford Welcome Center and show you around. It's definitely a place, good place to recharge and get started. So more later. Good morning. We're in Bedford, Virginia, or as they say, Bedford. And this town has a lot of history here. First of all, starting off with Revolutionary history in 1774. And they have a plaque here commemorating some of the volunteers who went into that engagement against Great Britain. And then another thing is there was a Civil War skirmish here also in 1864. And then, but the most important thing that's happened in this area were the Bedford Boys. This was an incredible event that happened, unbelievable. It actually changed the policy of the Army to separate family members and town members and put them in different companies. What happened was they were in one company, and there were 30 boys. There were a total of 34 who enlisted, but there were 30 boys that were in the Army, and they all fought at Omaha Beach in World War II, June 6, 1944. On June 6, 19 of those 30 were killed in action. 4 more were later killed in action during the Normandy campaign. So this news devastated this little town of less than 4,000 back in 1944. So an incredible sacrifice that Bedford, Virginia made, and we're just learning and reading some of the history here today. Wow, you need to come to Bedford sometime if you really want to see. Also, the National D-Day Museum is here. That's a privately funded museum that has everything, sort of recreates Normandy Beach a bit, right here in central Virginia. So it's definitely worth coming to. All right, guys, a little bit of history today. So guys, here we are at the Bedford Welcome Center. It's rare that a town has its own welcome center, but this is a fantastic one to rival anything on the state. road. It's about lunchtime, so you've got a food truck over here, local family selling food. Catch a meal, you can have a photo spot there. And as I told you before, I love to go to the local bulletin boards. And this seems to be one of those places where, if I were here, this is getting around Halloween, they have lots of music festivals. Looks like they're going to have a bluegrass festival coming up on November 7th. So you can find lots of great info here, just off of the bulletin boards. I always love to check in on these. Little Halloween festival coming up. Lots of info, apple orchards. Everything you need to know about this area, not just Bedford, but along the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'll take you inside. So here we are inside the Bedford Welcome Center. Lots to see. Of course, all the maps that go with what you need in this area. There's a bookcase of Stonewall Jackson memorabilia. All the local crafts that are done in this area. But I wanted to show you what they have as far as a little foretaste of the National D-Day Museum, which is just about half a mile up the road here. Incredible display of what it looks like out there. Definitely worth going. Well, went about 10 years ago, and it's definitely worth going to see. And this is what you walk around up the hill. It just gives you a little taste of some of the things. I'm going to show you a couple of the cases here where they have information about the area, sister cities, most of them in Europe, in France mostly, some of them in Great Britain. And they have all the information you need. I believe you can purchase your tickets here as well. Bedford has 7 sister partnerships with cities in France. What a pleasure it has been to visit the Company A Bedford Boys Tribute Center here in Bedford, Virginia. There's a picture of the 19 of the boys who died on D-Day. And I'll just pan around a little bit here. Lots of memorabilia of the families, uniforms, various articles that you would see in a number of World War II museums. Very good detail, tastefully appointed. This tribute is really an honorable tribute to the sacrifice of these young men, all from the same town. That's the amazing story here. You begin to feel the sacrifice that this town gave when their sons were lost. And there were 4 more that were lost after D-Day during the Normandy campaign. So unbelievable stop here in Bedford. Definitely worthy of coming to visit and learning. There's lots that you can learn here that you're probably not going to get in a number of other places. So fantastic.